Morning everyone, welcome back to English class. So up to now we have finished 2 units children. So in the last session we have finished Bammera Potana C reading from second unit, right? So I hope you have finished classwork as well. So workbook part also already completed. So in today's session we'll start third unit A reading. Before that, children, in the last session I have given you project work, right? So you need to collect information about any two historical places of Telangana. So collect the pictures, gather information and write neatly in your project books. Okay, so we'll check next week. And coming to this lesson, so what's our A reading from third unit children? It is what can a dollar and 11 cents can do? What can a dollar and 11 cents do? Okay. Before going to start the lesson, would like to say the characters of this lesson first. So I have written characters on the board. Okay. So there are characters like Tess, Tess. She is a little girl of 8 years old. She was having brother Andrew, younger brother. So her mother, father, there was one chemist and doctor. So these are the characters that present in this lesson. So there was one situation or incident that taken place in the life of Tess. So what happened? And this lesson represents about the strong bond or relationship between brother and sister. It shows that little girl how much she loves her brother. She wanted to do something for her brother. So whatever it may be, maybe it's like a small thing or whatever it may be, just she wanted to do something for her brother. So what exactly that was, we'll see in today's lesson. First, open your textbooks, open page number 31. Look at the face sheet. That means there was one picture given, right? What was that? Just observe that picture once. Page number 31. So what was that, children? What are you able to observe from that picture? So it's looking like one medical store, right? So it's looking like one medical store. There was one person, so he is looking like a shopkeeper. One girl was there and one doctor. Okay, by the appearance we can guess like he is a doctor, right? So this person who is in white, that is a doctor. Am I right, children? So she was, if you observe that little girl again, so what was she doing? She was, I think, collecting some coins. She was giving money to the vendor or shopkeeper or chemist, I think, right? So who is called as chemist? Chemist means who? Chemist means a person who is qualified to prepare and sell medicines. So who is called as a chemist? A person who is qualified to prepare and sell medicines. So here we can see that he is selling medicine. Okay, so he is a shopkeeper, vendor or chemist. Okay, so she was giving some medicine. There were 6 questions, children. So let us see and try to answer those questions. What is the first one? What can you say about the shop? So what can you say about the shop? So obviously it's looking like a medical store where we can get different types of medicine for different diseases. Second one, when does one go to such shops? So when do you go there generally? Usually we go if we feel sick or ill or any diseases, if we suffer from general things like fever, cough, cold, stomach pain or headache. So generally we go to medical store and we buy medicine, right? So that one you can write. Third one, why do you think the girl has come to the shop? So what might be the reason? What do you think? According to you, what might be the possibility? Why did she go to that shop? So maybe someone in her family are not being or not well. So they are maybe suffering from something. That's why she went to the medical shop to buy something. Right? Yes. Fourth one. What do you think the girl is saying to the shopkeeper? So generally if you go to the medical shop, what do you say? First we say the symptoms, right? So maybe it is like fever, headache, vomiting sensation or stomach pain, whatever it is. Okay, so body pains. We generally tell the symptoms. Okay, that means how we or our family members are feeling. By listening that, chemist generally they advises us some kind of medicines, right? That one. Fifth one. Does she look happy? What makes you think so? See here from the picture, we are clearly able to know that she is not at all happy. She is looking unhappy. Obviously, so she went to the medical shop means somebody was not well in her family. So that's why she was looking unhappy. She was looking sad. Sixth one, who might be ill? So what do you think? Who might be ill? As we already discussed, somebody from her family. So it might be like her mother, father, or brother, or somebody else. We don't know exactly, right? So actually, for few questions, we'll be able to know the answers after reading the lesson. Okay, children? So today's homework, copy all these 6 questions in your homework book. Write down answers for these 6 questions. Okay, not only that, even at the end of the session, I'll give you workbook homework as well. But this one also you have to write in your homework book. Okay, children? Yes. Turn the page. Page number 32. So, A reading. As I told you, lesson name is What Can a Dollar and 11 Cents Do? So, dollar. I think you know about this one. You might have heard, right? So, it's a currency of US. Currency of US. At present, $1 is equal to approximately 74 rupees. So, in our Indian terminology, in rupees, approximately $1 is equal to 74 rupees. And coming to cents, actually $1 is equal to 100 cents. $1 is equal to 100 cents. Okay. So with that money, what can a dollar and 11 cents do? So $1 and 11 cents. So as I told you, $1 means approximately 74 rupees. And coming to the cents, 11 cents. 11 cents means it's again approximately around 6 rupees. So 74 plus 6 means 80 rupees. So somebody is having 80 rupees. Somebody is having 80 rupees. So with that amount, what can we do? What exactly we'll see. So I'm just reading the lesson. Everybody just read along with me and note down the meanings for all the difficult words. So an 8-year-old child, Tess, heard her parents talking about her little brother Andrew. All she knew was that Andrew was very sick and her parents didn't have enough money for the treatment. They were moving into a smaller house because they couldn't afford to stay in the present house after paying the doctor's bills. He needed a costly surgery now and there was no one to loan them the money. So her parents lost their hope and gave up their efforts. So in the picture, there is one more picture, right children? Page number 32. Observe that picture. So two persons were standing there. They're looking like wife and husband, and one child was there. He was laying down on the bed. One girl was there, right, who was observing all of them. So one girl was observing them. So that girl was Tess. So this girl who is in yellow dress is Tess. Tess. So what is her name, children? Tess. And the boy who was on the bed, his name was Andrew. His name Andrew. Andrew. Of course, as we discussed, two more characters, that is mother and father. So here the two persons who were standing, those are Tess' parents. Okay, Tess and Andrew's parents. So one day what happened? Tess was listening her parents' words. Her parents were discussing something. So she was silently listening to their words. She is just 8 years old girl. So she doesn't know all the details exactly. But she knows only one thing. What she knows? She knows that her little brother Andrew was not at all well. So he was suffering from something. He is very sick. He is very sick. So that one she knows. Tess knows that her brother's health is not at all in good condition. He is very sick. Okay, and one more thing, what she came to know from the conversation between her parents, she came to know that her parents were not at all having enough money to get him treated properly. For the treatment, they were not at all having sufficient money. That's why they had taken one decision. What was that? Yes, they wanted to shift their house. They wanted to go to small house because they couldn't bear the expenses of the hospitals. They were not having enough money for the hospital bills and all treatment. So that's why, just to save some money, they wanted to shift to the small house. Not only that, even they don't know anyone who can help them. They have asked some of their friends and relatives, but they couldn't get any help from them. So there is no one to help them. They can't get money from anyone. Even there is no one to loan them as well. So loan means even they can't borrow money from anyone. They don't know to whom they have to ask and all. So her parents lost their hope and gave up their efforts because Andrew needed a costly surgery. Andrew needed a costly surgery. So as they were not having money, just they lost their hope and gave up their efforts. So they don't want to go for surgery, just they want to go for only medication. Even for that also, to pay the medical bills as well, they are not having sufficient money, but they try to make best of their things. So just they want to cut down the other unnecessary expenses, like they want to move to the small house. Understood, children? So Tess is 8 years old girl. Her brother was suffering from something that what exactly we'll see in the next paragraph. So he needed a costly surgery. Her parents were not having sufficient amount, so they wanted to shift to the small house, and they don't know anyone like friends or relatives to help them. So they lost their hope and gave up their efforts. Understood? Let's move on to the next paragraph. Second one. When Tess heard her daddy say to her tearful mother, "Only a miracle can save him now," she went to her room and pulled a jar of coins from a cupboard. She poured all the money out onto the floor and counted it carefully. Holding the jar tightly, she made her way to the medical store and placed it on the glass table. This one. So she heard that and she wanted to do something. So children, tell me, how many of you are having how many of you are saving money at your home? I think so many. So last year I know that that means this year 7th class they used to save lot of money. Okay, so whenever they used to get money from parents or relatives, especially from grandparents, they were saving that. They wanted to use that for a good cause. So I hope even from your class also so many members are saving money. So here Tess was also saving little amount, whatever she used to get from her parents, she was saving that money. So what she did, so she went into her room. She went into her room and holding the jar tightly, she poured all the money out onto the floor and counted it carefully. She went into her room and pulled a jar of coins from the cupboard. So in her room, there was a jar which contains her pocket money. So she pulled out that jar and then what she did, she poured all the coins out on the floor. Then she counted it very carefully. So it was just her pocket money. It's not at all a good amount. But still she wanted to count that and she wanted to use it for her brother's treatment. Okay, holding the jar tightly, she made her way to the medical store and placed it on the glass table. Okay, and not only that, one more thing, what she heard from the conversation of her parents, her mother, what she said in a tearful voice, what she said, "Only a miracle can save him now." What she said? Only a miracle can save him. So what is the meaning of miracle? That means a wonderful event that seems impossible and believed to be caused by God. So a wonderful event that seems impossible, and believe it to be caused by God. Sometimes, even in our real life also, some things or some incidents will be happen like which used to be like which seems to be unusual, impossible. But if those incidents or things taken place, then we believe that it's like a miracle. So mostly in movies we can observe that, right? In real life it's like really impossible, but in movies we can see that. So it looks like a miracle. Only that can be possible by God. Okay, only that can be possible by God. So with the blessings of God, it will be possible. With the human effort, it might not be possible. So that's what she said. So Tess' mother said that. So now there is no chance to save him. We can't do anything. We have done everything. What can we do? But more than this, we can't do this. So only a miracle can save him now. She said that, and Tess heard that one. She went into her room and she had taken out the jar where she was saving her pocket money. Then she poured the coins and she counted it carefully. With that money, she went to the medical store to buy medicine. She placed the jar on the glass table. Okay. Third one. What do you want? Asked the chemist. It's for my little brother. Tess answered, he is really sick and I want to buy a miracle. So she went to the medical store. There was one chemist. So just now we discussed that, right? Chemist means a person who sells medicine. So he asked Tess, hey little girl, what do you want? What do you want? Then what she said, Tess, I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what I want. I don't know the name of the medicine. But it's for my little brother. It's for my little brother and he is really very sick. So he is very sick. That's why I want to buy a miracle. So what she said, children? She wanted to buy a miracle. So is it possible to buy a miracle, children? Then why was she asking like that? She was a little girl, just of age 8 years old. So she doesn't know anything very well. So what she thought, just she listened to her mother's words. As her mother said, only a miracle can save him now. Tess thought that miracle is the name of the medicine. She thought like miracle is the name of the medicine and she wanted to buy that. She thought that maybe miracle will be available in the medical store which can cure her brother. That's why she wanted to buy that. Okay, now let's see the reply from the chemist. We don't sell miracles here, child. I'm sorry, the chemist said, smiling sadly at the little girl. Listen, I have the money to pay for it. If it isn't enough, I can try and get some more. Just tell me how much it costs. So after listening that, chemist said that, look here, we don't sell any miracles here. I'm sorry. Not only that, even the chemist smiling sadly at the little girl. So why was he smiling? He was smiling because he knows that a miracle is not a medicine and which cannot be sold. That's why he was laughing. That means he got just smile. So he smiled sadly at the little girl and that's what he said. We don't sell any miracles here. I'm sorry. Then Tess, she felt very bad. And what she said, please help me. Listen, I have money to pay for it. Yes, I'm having money. I'm not asking it like free of cost. I have money. I'll pay it to you. I'll pay for you. Just if it is not enough, definitely I can try and get some more. So if the amount is not sufficient, definitely I'll try to get some more. So please help me. I want that miracle at any cost. Take this money and help me. So that's what she said. Not only that, she said, just tell me how much it costs. So tell me the exact price of that miracle so that I can get it. I can arrange the money. Tell me the price or cost of that miracle. Okay, children? Next, page number 33. At the shop, there was a well-dressed customer. At the shop, there was a well-dressed customer. So here, children, observe all the auxiliary verbs. all the auxiliary verbs are in past tense. Was should be used for singular past tense. Singular past tense. So at the shop, who was there? There was one more person. Who was he? So he was looking like a well-dressed customer. So just open page number 31. So in the picture, so there is one more person, right? We already discussed that. He is a doctor, right? So now we are talking about that person. So he was looking like a well-dressed customer. He bent down and asked the little girl, "What kind of miracle does your brother need?" So that man who was in white dress, he just bent down little bit and asked the little girl, "What kind of a miracle does your brother need?" So what kind of miracle you want to cure your brother? He asked that. Then the girl, that means our Tess, what she said, "I don't know." She replied with her eyes welling up. "He's really sick and mommy says he needs an operation. But my daddy can't pay for it. So I have brought my savings." "How much do you have?" asked the man. $1.11. "But I can try and get some more," she answered, barely audible. So when the man asked, "What kind of miracle do you need?" then Tess said, "I don't know exactly, but my brother is really very sick and my mother says he needs an operation. But my father was not having enough money to pay for that. That's why I have brought my savings." Then the doctor, okay, that well-dressed customer, what did he ask? He asked that, "How much do you have?" Then Tess said, $1.11. So that was our lesson name. So Tess was having $1.11. So with that amount, is that big amount, children? So we have calculated that in our Indian currency, it's just approximately 80 rupees. So with 80 rupees, is it possible to go for any surgery or operation? No, not at all. Then what she did with that money? So that's what about our lesson. So the tomorrow session we'll see the response from doctor and was she able to cure her little brother or not? We'll see in tomorrow's session. Okay, open your workbooks. Page number 99, children. So there is one passage. Read that passage and answer the questions. Write answers in your workbook only. So only page number 99 is homework from workbook. Not only that, even write that face sheet questions and answers in your homework book. Okay. Thank you.